What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. So, oh yeah, it's signal time. What you mean by signal time, L? We're back to listening to some outer space signals, right? This is the top 10 terrifying signals from space. That should have been kept a secret. Now, terrifying, I don't know. Interesting, yes. I am definitely interested. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm gonna be terrified. I might be, intrigued. I don't know. I might be a little bit freaked out if I hear something pretty crazy. I don't know. It depends on what we hear. So I'm here for it. All right. Are you ready? Are y'all ready? I'm ready. All right. So if you're new to this channel, man, please take the time, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't checked us out on Just the Tip, hit the link in the description, man. I promise you won't be disappointed. We don't do nothing but laugh and trip out over there, bro. So you missing out if you're not over there. Hit the link in the description, man. All right. And real quick, moment of silence for the haters. That's enough. Now run the likes up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Here we go. Oh, dang. They ain't give us an intro or nothing. They just went straight to it. So, all right, let me back it up and be prepared now. I wasn't ready.
Is there life on other planets? Are there aliens living in space? These are some of the questions we want answers to. Over the years, we have received a number of signals or messages from space. This brings us one step further to figuring out our universe. From a mysterious object sent to us from space to strange sounds emanating from...
Now that's a good inquiry and question. What stuff and where are they keeping the stuff that has either landed or we've discovered that came from space? Not necessarily have to be alien related, but things that have come from space and landed here. Where is it being kept at? What have they discovered? You know what I'm saying? Where's that stuff at? That's what I want to know. That was a good question. She made me think with that one.
Mysterious objects sent to us from space to strange sounds emanating from planets. Let's talk about this and more only in today's video. Terrifying signals from space that should have been kept a secret, part 2. Starting off this countdown, we have the gamma ray burst. In 2012, researchers found evidence that back in the Middle Ages, a massive blast of gamma radiation hit Earth. What they still don't know is what could have caused this. To give you an example of how big this blast was, if it happened nowadays, it would have destroyed every single satellite there is out there. Not only that, if it had happened closer to Earth, it would have literally destroyed the entire ozone layer and then life on Earth as we know it. So yeah, it was crazy strong. It exerted an incredible amount of energy. Now, what could have caused this? Well, there are a couple of theories. One was that it was a result of 2 black holes colliding. 2, it was a result from 2 neutron stars merging. Or 3, some sort of massive explosion took place within the Milky Way. Either way, let's hope that it never happens again and it doesn't happen close to Earth, or else we're doomed.
Look at that, bro. Look how close we were to death and some of us didn't even know it. I didn't. I'll be honest with you, I didn't.
Coming in at number 9, we have the solar winds. This is a terrifying sound that was captured by NASA satellites. And then they literally uploaded it to SoundCloud as part of their spooky Halloween playlist. And it's indeed spooky. Just listen to it. Obviously, it's mixed.
No. We're not just gonna speed past that like that. Like, how did that make y'all feel? Like, I can't like necessarily say I'm saying that's extraterrestrial or that it could just be the sounds from. It's just. Hold on, I gotta hear a little bit more of it. I need a little bit more. I need a little more.
List, and it's indeed spooky. Just listen to it.
It would sound like, when you walking through a casino and you hearing all these machines light up and make sounds and stuff like that. That's what this sounds like to me.
Obviously, it's mixed with other solar sounds, but it's still creepy. This is said to be the sound of solar winds passing by the satellites. They combined it all together and made this horrifying soundtrack. I'd rather they not. But I will say though, put headphones on and close your eyes and listen to it. The raindrop sounds are quite soothing to the ears, as weird and as creepy as they sound. Moving on to number 8, we have the Cassini spacecraft. The Cassini spacecraft was the 4th space probe to visit Saturn and the first to enter its orbit. And when it did, it picked up some weird signals. The signals were then converted into an audio file and shared online for us all to hear. Dude, I don't know what's going on with Saturn, but even scientists agreed that the sounds they recorded from Saturn are horrifying. Coming in at number 7, we have...
I don't know, it just sounds real staticky to me. Hold on. Like, you know me, I gotta hear it twice, bro. I just can't just let it drop once. Hold on.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with Saturn, but even scientists agreed that the sounds they recorded from Saturn are horrifying. Coming in at number 7, we have the sun. The next signal was recorded from none other than our light and heat source, the sun. The Stanford Experimental Physics Lab took data from the European Space Agency and NASA and turned it into this sound. This is the sound of the sun. Waves are constantly traveling and bouncing around inside the sun, and this is the sound of it. Now,
That sound hot, don't it? You ever heard of something sounding hot? But when you think of the sun and you hear a sound from it, it just sounds hot, like super hot. Yeah, that even the sound like it just, oh man. It's like a sauna. Just a million times worse.
Waves are constantly traveling and bouncing around inside the sun, and this is the sound of it. Now, this isn't so bad compared to the other sounds from space that we heard today, but there's a crazy theory that this is some sort of message. Like if we were to sonify a bunch of other sounds from the solar system and manipulate the sounds, maybe we'll be able to decipher this message from like the sun gods, or I don't even know. Moving on to number 6, we have the FRBs. So we're gonna be looking at FRBs, or fast radio bursts. Scientists are constantly tracking these strange blasts, trying to figure out where they're coming from and what's causing it. Well, in April of 2020, one astronomer found an FRB coming from within our own galaxy for the first time. They examined it and found that it was coming from a magnetar called SGR 1935-2154. It's a mouthful. This, in fact, was the first evidence that magnetars can produce radio waves powerful enough to be detected. The proximity of the burst made it appear really bright. In fact, one of the researchers said, and I quote, "It is much brighter than any other radio object in space, by a large margin." In fact, this burst had energy about 3 times more than the energy that is emitted from the sun every second. It's kind of intense and crazy how powerful that signal was. And we still haven't fully figured out what it means. So, aliens. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with the roar of Jupiter. In June of 2016, NASA's Juno spacecraft crossed the boundary of Jupiter's magnetic field. What they captured sounds horrifying. They call it the bow shock. Bow shock is when the supersonic solar wind is heated and slowed by Jupiter's magnetosphere. It can be compared to a sonic boom on Earth. Let's listen to it. They named that the roar of Jupiter. Now, that's not even the creepy sound. The next day, they captured something even worse.
This one. Do you hear the, I know you hear the very, very loud sound, but do you hear the very faint sounds within those sounds? That's what I'm listening at.
They named that the roar of Jupiter. Now, that's not even the creepy sound. The next day, they captured something even worse. That is the sound of the crossing of the magnetopause, which is the boundary between the sun's magnetic field and Jupiter's magnetic field. And at number 4 today, we have the blinking stars. Now, let's change it up a bit. This next signal is not one that you can listen to, but it's a one that you can see. Back in 2016, a group of Canadian astronomers saw 234 stars blinking at the same time. Now, this is very odd. How is it that such a large amount of stars are blinking all together at the exact same time? One of the astronomers, Eric Trotter, is convinced that the blinking stars are a signal from aliens. He thinks that they are using some type of laser to communicate with us. They are flashing these lasers all at the same time to get our attention. So does that mean that they have 234 lasers, or just, I don't even know. But either way, this is really odd, and we still don't know what caused it or what it means. Moving on to number.
Why us though? Why do they want our attention? You know what I mean? That's what I'd be saying. Why us? Just leave me alone. Everybody might be like, yo, L, speak for yourself. We might want to know. Okay, cool. Just leave me out of it. Don't contact me.
Number 3, we have the Quasi Crystal. This is something that crashed down onto Earth in 1979 Siberia. When it was first dug up, people were like, okay, it's just a hunk of rock. But no. Little did they know that it was something way more advanced. The Quasi Crystal had 60 points of rotational symmetry that seemed to be perfectly made by technology that is unknown to humans. This isn't something.
See, hearing stuff like that right there, technology that we don't even know about, that's out there, that can be used, and see, that's what makes me think sometimes that all of these space explorations is people trying to get a head start on trying to discover, find things, be the first to get their hands on this type of stuff, knowing of its value, if they find it, what they can do with it, how they can, like, it's just so many things. Hearing stuff like that makes me think that.
That could naturally form in nature as far as we know. It looks as if this was created by some sort of alien race and then launched out into space to educate another species on the ways of advanced technology. So far, we have discovered no way to replicate this type of structure whatsoever. Also, this crystal dates back to 4.5 billion years ago, so it's really freaking strange. Is it true? Could it have been sent from another species? Coming in at number 2, we have the screams from Ganymede. Over the years, astronomers have recorded a number of freaky sounds from Jupiter's moon, Ganymede. This sound I'm about to share with you is what was recorded when a spacecraft flew by Jupiter's moon. It honestly sounds like—
See, now that last part, that sounds like, out of everything we've heard today, that one sounds to like, I don't know what communication is, but if I was to guess what I thought out of the sounds that we heard today was communication, it would be this one here at the end.
It honestly sounds like aliens talking to each other and then using some weird electronic device to send out beeping signals, like maybe it's a message. But that's not the worst part. They captured what sounds like someone screaming. That's horrifying. It sounds like someone yelling out in pain. Another time astronomers were shocked by the sounds from Ganymede were when they converted the chorus waves around the planet and moons into sound. Again, it sounds very frightening and bizarre, as if someone is trying to tell us something. And in our number one spot today, we have Proxima Centauri. A number of scientists are dedicated to finding and investigating alien life. In fact, they believe that a signal from a nearby star was sent by aliens. Basically, they received a narrow beam of radio waves coming from the direction of Proxima Centauri, a red dwarf star 4.2 light years away from Earth. It's the nearest star to the sun. They claim that this signal is the first serious candidate since the WOW signal. If you don't know what the WOW signal is, I talked about it in part 1, so check it out. Anyways, let's listen to what they recorded. Scientists have yet to discover what was causing the signal. Now, that high-pitched buzzing sound continues on for a long time, then all of a sudden it changes very abruptly. Like, what the actual hell was that? I don't know, and I never want to hear it again. What makes things creepier is that at least 2 planets orbit this star. Those planets are believed to be habitable for certain life forms. So maybe something is out there living on those planets and sending us signals. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comments below which one of these points you found the creepiest. And now—
Yeah, those last few sounds, man. Those sounded like what you would think or you would typically hear, or what the movies have made you out to believe that sounds from aliens or different life forms or whatever would sound like. Those last ones sound like it almost sound too close to the sounds that you had the picture in your mind of what it would sound like, or you know what I'm saying? Now, some people may hear this and be like, you know what I'm saying? NASA ain't said nothing. Why y'all feel like this could, you know? Are they really gonna put it out there like that to cause panic? I don't know, man. I don't know. Nobody really knows. You know that TikTok? How are they gonna know? No one knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I don't know, man. But I don't like to be kept in the dark. So as long as they keep putting out videos like this where I can hear what's possibly going on and make my own assumption of what it is or what it possibly, I'm gonna continue to watch and listen. What is it hurting? Nothing. I don't know. Y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Do you completely just, I don't believe none of this stuff. It is what it is. I'm just here for the entertainment. Cool. And then some people are gonna be like, nah, man, it sounds like something may be more, it may be more to that. Who knows? But like I said before, all of these different explorations that are going on, all of these trips to space and different things like that are happening more and more frequent. I think we're bound to find something pretty soon. That's just my opinion. I think we're possibly gonna find something soon. So y'all get at me in the comment section and let me know what you think. How do you feel about this? How does this, you know what I mean, play a part in your life, or how do you feel about it? All right, get at me. It's your boy L. Till the next reaction, I'm out. Peace.